how's it going today? Welcome back to the port of LA. La Porte. How's everybody doing? Only got a few people watching right now. Maybe we'll pick up some more. Today, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing road work stuff because I know you guys are kind of bored with that. Let me turn down the music a little bit more. I think I want to do some actual building here. So, you guys hear me okay and everything like that? You know, I always run into all these audio issues. Looks like everything looks good. So, let me give it a second here and I'll just give you an overview what I've been working on. I'm assuming you guys can hear me okay. Nobody said anything otherwise. All right, cool. So yeah, I've been working on trying to do a lot of this like road work nonsense off camera, and I'm trying a whole lot of different techniques, really experimental stuff, I guess. One of which is not only just handling roads like the road markings, but also handling this actual asphalt underneath, if I can get it. So trying to mix up some different types of pavement and blend them together and make it look like newer zones or newer paved areas versus old paved areas and that kind of thing. It's all just one big experiment, I guess. One of which is over here, which I think the effect is really cool, and it's only going to look better as I add more details, like vehicles on the road and stuff like that. But I really like the effect here where it kind of looks like they started paving one part of the road and then ran out of pavement, or just finished one area and they only did one side, or why they do these things, I don't know. But, you know, it's pretty commonplace to see that. And I do not recommend laying your roads out like this at all, because this is also on a hill. So not only are there, I don't even know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 splines layered on top of each other. So the effect is great, but man, what a pain. It also allows me to do sort of these like split lanes. And again, some of this I'm just got started with and just experimenting around with. Bigger intersections, more custom shaped intersections, way better than the old regular spline type things. The other thing that's really nice with this particular asphalt that I have here is that it blends really nicely with this texture. So you don't have to do the whole thing as a spline. You can kind of just do a section and drop the height of the spline. I could probably do a little bit better job smoothing this out, but from certain angles, like, you really can't even tell the difference that, you know, it goes from a texture to a spline. I gotta blow my nose. I'm sorry. 1 second. Got this wicked itch. Anyway, hopefully that does the trick. Anyway, so yeah, blending this ground texture with this pavement texture has been really awesome. So I'm just trying to experiment with all this kind of crazy nonsense. Why I'm doing this, I don't know. The biggest issue is with bridges. I really can't. I can, but I'm not gonna custom make every single bridge. So I'm using these Yarnish bridges. One of the biggest complicated areas that I've been trying to work out is this sort of flyway here. We'll just go into the Google overlay here for a second. And you can see that there's a big spaghetti bowl interchange here. And I would really like to somehow pull that off. And I've been really scratching my head at how to do that, because there's a lot of roads that sort of fly over top of each other and then split off and merge and that kind of thing. So I want to make sure that I can make that happen, but it's going to be a real head scratcher. But I like the way that it's slowly developing with how the roads merge and then they break off and split apart, and that kind of deal. So I get some really cool intersections here. I really like this intersection. Still need to work out how I'm gonna complete it with like traffic lights and that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's all work in progress. But we're not going to do any of that today because I don't want to bore you guys with more road lane markings, unless of course you want to do that. But I would like to fill in this area that we're looking at here, because it appears that there's some kind of like I don't want to say like an oil refinery, but there's definitely some tanks and piping and that sort of deal. So I kind of want to work on that and try to work in at least a little bit of detail of some kind, and maybe over here as well. The other thing that I've been working on is I kind of started to rework the intersection that we did during the last stream. I think that was the last stream. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. Just the tip of my nose. So I've done this right-hand lane here, and I'm getting a better understanding of how the traffic flows through this port, because I've been really looking at it on Google Earth. And I'm not trying to make it exact, but I'd like to get it close enough where it kind of feels legit. So I decided to just redo what we did last time, and I'm still going to work on it a little bit more. I got to do over here, and I want to redo this exit ramp or whatever it would be, an on-ramp, I guess. I also want to redo this little not toll booth, but this checkpoint thing. I just bought these today from Turbo Squid. There goes Jersey Transit outside. So I bought these new security booths. These will be available to patrons at some point. And I did two variations of it. I did one with a gate and one without a gate. There's some other buildings that it came with as well. But I like these because they're smaller. They're a little bit more compact. So I shoved them up here just to see how they looked. I just did this literally like a couple hours ago. So I want to redo this section here with those, because if you look at the Google Earth underlay, it appears that there's a couple booths there. And it might lend itself to maybe redoing this whole thing over here too. I'm not really too sure. But that's something that might be worth looking into. Oh, another thing I want to mention about those that pavement asphalt spline, is that, so I was looking at Google Earth, and I noticed that this particular parking lot, you can't see it here, has a totally different texture, and like it's newer, it's like freshly paved. And for some reason in Trainz 2019, the texturing is very square, as you can see here. There's no good way to like blend it from one side to the next. So I ended up just using this asphalt spline to pave this whole parking lot. And I got to add some more parking lines and that sort of thing. But it's nice and clean, and then I don't have to worry about the texture bleeding all over the place. So I'm going to do the same thing with this parking lot over here. But again, this was an area that I had actually totally completed at one point, and then the game just decided not to save any of it. But what that's going to at least do for me is get rid of these jagged edges. And I plan to do that wherever possible. And the other thing is it's been helping me, particularly over this way, with the same kind of thing. Because I don't know why in Trainz 2019 the texturing is so jagged, but it is. So instead of having handmade roads where I painted the texture down on here, using the spline allowed me to bring the proper ground texture up to the right to the edge of the road. Anyway, so I think that kind of covers the bulk of what I've been doing. Obviously, you can see some other road layouts that I've been kind of working on. My goal really is to do as much of the road working stuff, I guess, out of live streams as possible, so that way when I do stream, we can kind of come in and start detailing stuff. Because I'm picturing this as looking really super busy. I want to put like trucks on the road, you know, like sitting at all these like checkpoints and toll booth things, and just put tons of containers and make it look like a really busy place. But we can't do that until we get some roads down. So that's the first thing. The other thing is I've been occasionally doing unofficial streams on my Discord in one of the mid-tier roles, or whatever you would call it. I don't know what you would call it. So if you're not on the Discord and you'd like that, stick around, because I'll pop the link in there. Just don't let me forget, because I've been forgetting. But I do occasionally do a little stream on Discord. And of course, if you are interested in becoming a patron, I do a live stream hangout every Wednesday night, every week that I can, for my patrons. So I think that starts at the $10 tier. So just so you know, if you're interested in that. But anyway, one other thing I want to point out is I've been having a lot of issues with this section. If you recall, the last time we streamed, we straightened out all this track. I think that was the last time. I can't remember now. One of the last times that I streamed this, we straightened out all this track and made it, you know, look right. This area has reset on me about 5 or 6 times where I've had to come back and partially redo everything. It's really strange, and I've been in contact with N3V about it. I don't know what the issue is, but it seems like it's kind of taking the modifications that I've made and then like whatever the DEM data was and kind of taking a little bit of both and saving it and not knowing like which one is the proper save. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. But they're looking into it. But yeah, this and only this section too has been kind of bugging out on me. Let me just take a peek at the chat here, see what's going on. Any plans to do live streams with operating sessions? Yeah, I mean, I would like to do that once I get a little bit more of the P&B done. I would like to do some ops sessions there, because then I can get like a whole ongoing operating thing happening. So eventually, yes, I would like to do that. All right, so let me open up Google Earth here off to my other window. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? So at least I can look at a proper Google Earth thing while we do this. What I want to do, like I said, is sort of work on this section here where there's a lot of pipes. And if anybody knows exactly what this is supposed to be, please let me know. But I've just basically been using Google Earth as well as Street View to sort of like suss out exactly what's going on. All I can really see is that there's a big conglomeration of tanks and pipes and all kinds of big tangled web of stuff. So let's see what we can come up with today. One thing I can tell is that there is a road through here, but like not really an official road. So I think the first thing I want to do is just make sure that I leave some space for that. So the road kind of goes down this way. So what I'm going to do is just mark it off with one of these concrete barriers, just so that I have a like a parameter to work within. And make sure that that's lined up. And then I don't end up, you know, I can kind of color within the lines, so to speak. Where did I get the CR track at? CR track. This track, I'm not sure where I got it from, to be honest with you. Concrete, CS, gray, W terrain. Yeah, it might be from SoCal. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Let's look at the underlay. I'm not going to try to make this exactly perfect, of course, but I would like to get some stuff in the right place. I was looking on Turbo Squid to see if there was like any other tanks, like these oil tanks and stuff, and there's not much. Oh, one thing I had to do is I had to kind of, like this intersection here, I'm still working on it. It's kind of a mess, but I think it'll look better once I add some more details. I kind of had to invent this intersection because if you look at the underlay, there's a road that goes right here, and there's another one that goes here, but the actual intersection, if you go on Google, is over here. So I had to sort of combine it just because of how everything came together. So I'm sort of making it up. It doesn't look, I don't know. It could be better, I think. All right, so let's look at this. We're gonna need our search filter. Oh, by the way, I'm probably gonna stream for maybe like an hour and a half or something like that. Just kind of had some time this afternoon and felt like doing a little stream. Oh, but what I was saying is, man, my brain is just all over the place. I was looking on Turbo Squid to see if I could find some newer tank assets, because some of these are really like ancient, and there really isn't much out there. Like these are okay, but I don't know. I actually don't want to use these. Let's move them. I'd rather stick with something neutral like these white ones. And oddly enough, like a lot of the ones that are on Turbo Squid are these ones. They're already in the game. It's all these like old ones that I think they got ported in like Trainz 2012 or something like that. So I'm gonna just kind of be making some of this up and we'll see what we can do. The main thing is like all these pipes. There's not even a whole lot of tanks there. It's like a lot of pipes. So we're just gonna have to really use our imagination on this one. Yeah, and again, you can see that the entrance to this place actually would have been right here. There's a building right in the middle of the frame there, and that building is being represented over here. So I had to sort of mess things up a little bit, but that might end up benefiting me in the long run because it's less of an area to fill in with some kind of abstract piping, whatever. So let's see if we could figure out what we're gonna do. Let's get these all rotated the right way. By the way, I do have a new P&B video coming out to you guys on Friday, so ready yourself for that. Patrons already have access to it. They've already watched it. They loved it. They gave it thumbs up. 54 people watching. Not bad. I'm wondering, you guys, must be a lot of people maybe going back to work now. So I know I streamed, like, you know, in the middle of the day, like a month ago, and we had like close to 100 people watching. So I'm guessing maybe people are starting to go to work. Looking at Jersey Transit outside of my office here. Looks like at the parking lot right across the street. It looks like a lot of people are starting to go back to work, so we'll see. Not me. I don't have a job to go back to. Oh, no lyrics in these songs. I can't, for some reason, my brain, if I start hearing music with lyrics in it, I'm like, it just throws me off. Let's put a couple of these things down. Let's maybe make them face each other. So yeah, usually when I'm building, you know, for a video or something like that, I'll just put on some kind of ambient post-rock sort of thing that's just not super distracting, but, you know, easygoing, no lyrics, easy listening, relaxing. More often than not, I'm like pulling my hair out, screaming at the computer when I'm building something, so I need something to keep me kind of relaxed. I don't know what the rotation on this is going to be. This is kind of weird. What is this one? 314? I guess that's kind of lined up. Let's do something like this. Maybe there's like a pathway through there. This is 133. Yeah, I've been just really into this build lately because it's just, I don't know, I like the industrial aspect of it, I guess. Alright, that's cool. So we're going to try to, I laid out, I don't know where they are. I got a whole bunch of pipes over here too that I think might work in some capacity, and I think there's some other variants of like different sizes and stuff like that. So we're gonna see what we can get done with that. Am I standing or sitting? I'm sitting. Yeah, this, I wish I had a standing desk because sitting has just been killing me, killing my hips really bad. Like I'm like, because I don't have enough leg room under my desk, so I have to sit kind of crooked, and I think I'm putting like more pressure on like one of my hips than on the other, so like I'm walking with like a limp. It's kind of annoying. All right, let's just try to, like I said, just making this up as I go. I'm not even gonna try to pretend that I know what this is or what these plants usually process or anything like that. I don't even think that there's a track that services this thing too, which I think is interesting. It's just sort of a, oh, you know what I bet it is? Let me see if I can do this. Will this work? I'm gonna try to switch into Google Earth. Okay, here we go. Hello from Baxter and Railfan722. Thank you so much, buddy. $10. Super appreciate it. So this is the area that we're working on in Google Earth here. Let me see if there's any 3D buildings here. Kind of. So I think now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if these tanks have something to do with fueling up the ships that are over here. If it's some kind of like a fueling thing, like maybe there's pipes underground or something like that. I don't know, but now that might make a little bit more sense to me as to what this facility is doing. Why don't I stream on Twitch? Just because it's just another thing that I have to set up, and I just am lazy about that kind of thing. So don't really have any desire to figure out how to set up how to stream over there, and then I gotta manage subscriptions and it's just another thing that I have to look at. And honestly, I get really overwhelmed really easily, and I can't. It would just be too much for me to figure out. I've been wanting to do that. I've been told by a bunch of people that I should stream over on Twitch too, or as well, but I just don't know if I have any idea how to, you know, get it set up properly. And then all these Twitch people have got all these great overlays and all this kind of stuff, and I just don't want to take the time to make all that stuff. It's not something that I enjoy doing. I'd rather be building or, you know, recording a video or doing a stream. I don't, like, I can do graphics and stuff like that, but I don't necessarily enjoy it. It's not a part of the process that I want to spend my time on. For better or for worse, I guess. Is this an airport? No, this is a seaport. So once we get something kind of mapped out here, then we can start laying down some of these pipes. I keep clicking over into Google just to, or into Google Earth, I guess, just to see if I can figure out what the heck is going on with this place. So it actually looks like maybe down on this side might be some kind of like a truck loading thing. What could I use to represent that? Like maybe there's tanker trucks that go in there. Let me see something here. Like maybe something like this. I mean, I've used these for tank cars. Maybe we can throw them down for trucks. Because that's just kind of what it looks like. What's up, Terry Bolden? How you doing, buddy? Long time no chat. Let's try to just line this up as best as we can. Everything, it's really irritating with this route that it's not, a lot of it is on the grid, but it's like just like half a degree off or like 1 degree off. So I can't just be like, oh, let me just rotate this 90 degrees or whatever. Can't go by that. Have to sit and line it up. Usually I line it up against like what I'm doing here, like a piece of track or something that I know is parallel, just to make sure that it all stays parallel as possible. But it's definitely not a perfect way of doing it, but it's, I guess, good enough. So let's see, we got 224. I could also just sit down and do the math, but I don't really want to do that either. This is 43.8. I'm just not that much of a perfectionist. As long as it's close enough, I'm happy. So let's see. This would probably be... Just imagine that there's maybe enough on either side. So you got trucks can come in here, and then maybe there's like 2 lanes up the middle. So let's just see what we look like. Clear that. Let's get one of these road markings. So it might look something like this. You'd have a truck on either side. Wow, look at those shadows. What is that all about? Jeez. Drop that down. Yeah, I don't really know how prototypical this is, but it also doesn't matter to me. As long as it sort of looks acceptable. I don't know how many people are going to sit here and be like, no, Joe, that's totally wrong. I'm sure some of you will, but I can take that degree of criticism. All right, so that only needs to go 0.5 underground. So maybe, yeah, I mean, that's probably plenty of space for these trucks to do whatever that they would be doing. We can grab like one of these tanks, maybe somehow 224.4 connect this up. What can we make it look like it's connected to? Put like, could go something like that maybe. Yeah, why not? Something like that. It's looking all right. And we'll put maybe a couple of these guys down here too. And what was my rotation on that? And we're gonna try to connect all this together with a lot of pipes. 314. Because I think that that's gonna be the thing that kind of makes it feel real. Maybe can this somehow look like it's connected? Yeah. All right, so maybe we don't need, let's get rid of these other two. I kind of like whatever that's going on. I like that. All right, so that's looking okay. And then we're gonna work out the other details in a moment. So let's get some bigger tanks in here to take up some real estate, because I don't really want to be placing around too many of these small tanks. So let's see, we'll do we'll do 2 small ones, 2 big ones. Now let's do 3 and 3. And we'll see how we can make that work. What Trainz game do I recommend that has good AI? They all have terrible AI. It's all the same. It's all the same AI. They didn't change anything about any of them in any game. So if it's AI that you're worried about, then you should probably pick a different train simulator. Oops. All right. So yeah, we're working kind of within the constraint here of this little road, unofficial road. I'm not sure what the rotation value is on this, but it looks okay. 219. Let's make it, can we make it 220? Why not? Just so I could have something match. It'd be nice if I could grab more than one asset at a time and like rotate them all at once or something. I could dream. 220. Or just type in the rotational value. That'd be cool. All right, so we got 3 of those. Oh, I also put up like a wall, because I noticed in Street View there's a wall. There's a transit outside again. Yeah, the Jersey Transit, man, they've been running. They're back up to full service now, which I think is kind of crazy. But I mean, I guess if they feel that they're getting enough customers out there, but I know my wife is. Her office is going back to work, but she's like, I'd rather not because we're an hour on the train commute from where I'm at. So that's an hour sitting on the train and possibly getting infected by this thing. No, thank you. Hard pass. But I think a lot of people have that sort of rationale right now too, but they're running all the trains at full capacity, full express trains and everything. There's like a train every half hour now. Let's see, how are we gonna line this up? I just don't know who's taking those trains. How am I gonna space these out evenly? I guess it's just gotta be evenly enough, right? That looks all right. I can live with that. How long does it take to be able to send messages on Discord? You've been a member for 5 months. When you join my Discord, you can send messages after 15 minutes. You have to wait 15 minutes and then you can send messages. After that, if you're going to be assigned what we called an unticketed role, and that's going to give you a very base level access to the server. So you're not going to be able to chat in all the different channels, but you'll be able to look at them. You just only be able to chat in a couple of them. Once you've participated a little bit and proven that you're not some kind of troll coming in to cause trouble, then we can give you a higher role, which will allow you more access to the different channels. But I mean, if you're not participating, we can't give you any higher roles because we don't see you. So the best way to gain more access is to actually chat and contribute meaningfully. Don't just chat for the sake of chatting. I mean, gotta have some meaningful conversations. Okay, so this looks like it's got a little thing down there, so maybe what we can do is like run some pipes out of that, because why not, right? What do we put this at? 85? Does this one have a thing too? Yes. Cool, so maybe we can do something with that. We'll come back to that in a minute. No, hold on a minute, where'd it go? These things, yes. Okay, I forgot about these until just this second. So now let's start trying to integrate some of this other stuff. I'm just going to increase complexity as much as possible. Let's see here. Like, keep trying to think of what I did on the P&B at the paper mill, because I did a lot of this like piping and that kind of nonsense. It's not easy, man. What's up, John Rizzo? How you doing, buddy? I do like to use this thing also. So maybe this will go. Turbo Squid did have a couple of assets that are like this on there that I could buy and bring into the game. My only concern is, like, if you look at the piping that's in here, it's not 3D. It's just kind of like a texture. And I think, you know, on Turbo Squid, the versions of these that they have, that's all modeled piping, and I think that would really, really destroy a game, a route. So I'm kind of hesitant to invest in that because, for one thing, I don't really know how to do any 3D modeling, so I wouldn't be able to figure out how to, you know, scale that down to some kind of flat thing. But, you know, it would also just be a pain in the butt to do. Let's see, how can we do this here? we'll just kind of kit bash this thing together a little bit. Like that looks pretty, that looks like one big structure. I like that, instead of two that are next to each other. Especially over here, like these pipes kind of combine and do some little weird things. So that's cool. We can run some piping out of there all over the place. So I dig that. Oh, let's do, let's grab one of these pipes, this one. So this might be interesting to do something like this. I don't know, maybe we'll connect it up somehow so that it looks legit. But maybe we bring this like just above ground level. So that maybe we can fudge it so that it looks like that all connects up. My other issue is how do I make sure that this stays parallel to the... I guess we're just gonna continue to have to eyeball that a little bit because I'm not measuring all this. Not gonna do it. So, you know, something like this, we can maybe get in there like that. Or I go super cheap with the idea so that I can make sure that at least I'm parallel with that road. We can do this. Drag this stuff out of the way. Because I don't really... Oh, I guess I'm not... I wish I could get some consistent rotational coordinates. We could do something like this. I'm kind of digging that idea. Where's the other one? Let's just see what this looks like. 133.4. So it wasn't too far off. And let's just kind of sandwich that right in here somehow. For my music, I'm using epidemicsound.com. And currently I'm just playing just from their funk playlist, which I might change in a second. All right, let's do two more of these. 133.4. I'm kind of liking how this sort of thing feels here. What do we want to do here? Four too many? I don't know. We'll come back and play. Come back and tweak it. Who knows what any of this stuff does? Just needs to look cool. In the words of Dean Freytag, who cares what it does? Just needs to look cool. And I couldn't agree more, Dean. I couldn't agree more. All right, let's try a different playlist here. I want to listen to something else. What is this? Old school funk. I think this is what I was playing the other day. All right, I'm feeling that. Sounds good. I think that that is probably rotated close enough. Well, why not? We'll call it good there. And then what do we want to do? Do we want to like plug it in somehow in the middle? Kind of clipping a few things together there, but I don't care. I think that that looks kind of neat. I'm cool with that. I don't know what any of these other tower things are. The LOD on some of this stuff is pretty terrible too. Let me, let's grab a couple of these. Let's get this stuff out of the way. I'm not sure, let's see, if we go... What was the rotation on these other things? One... Something had a rotation that was close to 134. What was it? Was it one of these? I don't know. Let's just try to square it up as best as we can. So I'm thinking maybe we could put a couple rows of these and then we can run the pipes down the length of this. Oh, you know what would be better? Actually, let's go this way with it. Oh man, I just realized why, like, my eyes are so itchy, my nose is so itchy. They've been mowing the lawn outside my apartment, mowing and weed whacking all stinking day. And although I got my windows closed and my air conditioner on, it's just out there buying this coffee, so I think it's like all over my skin and my face. Let's move these tanks. All right, now we're getting some place. Now I'm feeling kind of good. Maybe we'll do 4 of these. 3, 4. You know, the other thing with like doing operating videos or streams is that although I do like to operate, I don't do it that often. I kind of just like building more. I get a little bored with operating, truth be told, unless I'm switching. Like those of you guys that are in my Patreon, you know that I've been switching around on Felix's little switching module. Some of you guys might have seen it, some pictures of it on the Trainz forums. Felix G's little Wiuta switching module with the car float. I've been really enjoying that, but that's all switching and street running and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. Like driving on this, I probably really wouldn't enjoy unless I was moving, you know, a train from one yard to another or doing some switching or anything like that. So I don't know. For me, a lot of the driving gets a little boring at times, unless I'm doing a lot of like starting and stopping and throwing switches and doing all that kind of thing. More texture variation, yeah, but I'm gonna do that once I figure out, you know, what I'm doing with the rest of it. I gotta get that worked out first. Move this stuff out of the way. So where's another pipe thing? Let's see if we can integrate another pipe run. I did like, wait, I thought it was this one. Why does this not have any supports? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I used this one on the P&B on the paper mill area. So this could be kind of interesting. Maybe that connects up somehow. And then we got pipes going all over the place. Maybe they come down here somehow. I think the idea is just to have a lot of like flying pipeways and just a big spaghetti bowl of pipes and tanks and stuff like that. So as long as it looks visually kind of like busy, then I think we'll be okay. Can I continue this through here somehow? I hate mainline railroading. I just really dislike it. It's just so boring. It's so boring to me. All right, how can we make this work? Like it's so boring to me. I'm not even sure what the appeal is to people. I guess it's kind of like that with like flight simulators too. Like That's how I feel about it. Like, I like the flight simulators are cool when you're taking off and when you're landing, but after that, then I'm just like, I don't really care what happens. I remember playing the old flight simulators, probably the Microsoft flight simulator back in the day. That's all I ever did. I was just like, all right, let's take off, let's land. That's it, I'm good. Didn't really care about being up in the air. 75.3 feet. Where's this? 75.3 feet. Not too far off. Just drag this over a little bit, I guess. I don't know, where did I measure that to? Yeah, whatever, it's close enough. All right, that's cool. We could actually, you know, well, we could lower this down. Let's try that. That might be, let's lower it even more. I don't know, something like this. Because then it can kind of look like we can maybe move these tanks up a little bit. Now it kind of looks like they connect. I don't know, nobody's ever going to really get in this close, so I don't know why I really care, but it doesn't really look like they connect, does it? That's all right. This kind of looks like it connects in some weird twisted way, so I'm kind of cool with that. I like that. I mean, that's the thing that I like about the P&B too, is that the main line is not, it's like 14 miles between the 2 yards. So like that is tolerable for me. I could just, you know, put it in forward and go grab a beer and then come back and then I'm at the next yard and then that's fine. But you know, all the other, some of these routes that are just like miles and miles and miles, I'm just not totally into. So let me think here. What else are we going to do? Switch local while AI trains run on main line. Yes, that's kind of what I like to do too, actually. Like if I was going to run on the P&B, I would be like, okay, I'm going to send this AI train from Allegheny to Juniata, and then I'm going to do some switching while I wait for that train to arrive, and then kind of play as a dispatcher. Fire hazard. I don't know what you're talking about. What's a fire hazard? I really am not. I'm kind of at a loss for what else to put in here. I mean, we could fill it up with... This thing probably wouldn't really make any sense because that's like a transload thing. So I'm going to get rid of that just altogether. We've got some pipes there. Let me lower this because I think that big, yeah, that big foundation is just kind of ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and I think in real life there would be some kind of like a berm or something in between these in case there was a leak. But yeah, overhead pipes for sure. I'm kind of curious because over here is another tank field sort of dealy. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe there's some... I don't see anything on Google. I'm just wondering if there's like some overhead tanks or pipes that might connect all that together. Because that might be kind of interesting to do. But let's see, we're going to definitely use one of these for that. Blam. That's definitely going to live there. And then, wait, is there smaller ones of these too? I'm not going to thumb through all that. Let's grab 2 of these. Boom, boom, boom. Why not? Just get that kind of like roughed out where it's going to live. worry about the rest of it later. But I mean, that could be interesting if there's some sort of overhead piping that comes out of this thing and goes over to here. Although, let's just see. I don't think these will be high enough to deal with like double stacks though. Even if I, you know, if I raise it up. Let's see what the highest is that I can go. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work anyway just because of the track spacing, but maybe double stack could probably fit under there, I guess. Because I guess the other option is to... Where was the one that I had before? This one doesn't have any supports. I could use this and then kind of put my own supports in. All right, well, let's do this really quick. Let's throw some different texture under here just for the sake of it. Break things up, because then that kind of helps make things look a little better. This is PBR, right? Yeah. And at least we can sort of delineate one area from the next. And we can start working in some more details. Oh, you know what else we could do? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say, like, over here I've got like these cement slabs placed down, but I don't think that that's gonna really work here. I mean, I like the way, let's just kind of peek really quick. I like the start, so we definitely need some more overhead piping. Maybe we could throw like some of these like chimney looking dealies here. We could toss that in somewhere. This little thing is kind of cool too. This might fit someplace. Actually, this might fit nice. I don't know, maybe somewhere over here. Down by where the trucks are. I don't know what that is, but let's we definitely need more pipes because that makes it look way more busy. We can add one of these deals. Where were we before? Was it like I thought it was like 234. No, that's definitely not 234. $224 was it? LTG, it's funny. Power generators or transformers would be good. I could do that, yes. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could put this right here. Spin this way. Maybe this way. Since these are kind of like definitely the same kind of family of assets, they work together nicely. I don't know what that thing is used for, but whatever. It's there. We're going to use it. Now we've got these little pipes here. Maybe that's it. Maybe they just go that far. I don't know. What do we do with that? Maybe I just overthink things too much. Maybe that go underground. Which would mean we have to put in like 5 more spline points just to avoid stupid thing from arching. Can we get away with deleting this one? Yeah. I don't know how much sense that makes, but... Is there like a cooling fan or something like that? Cooling tower? Oh yeah, something like that could work in here. I don't know what the heck that is. Union Ice Company? Cooling tower. This thing does look like it would fit here pretty decently, so well, let's work it in. Who knows what its purpose is? Who cares what its purpose is? It looks neat. Cool. All right, how can we make some more overhead pipes? How can we integrate that? I think we need some more stuff down here too. Let me save quick since I've been having a lot of issues with this. Do not save session. Just to make sure. Okay, so maybe we have some more pipes. What do we got here? These are kind of cool. So I was thinking if we've got some pipes down here somehow. Forget this thing for a moment. I mean, this could even squeeze right in there, maybe. So this is kind of cool because it looks like the pipes bend at the end and go back underground. So I'm kind of okay with that idea. I think I want to try... I definitely do need some more overhead pipes. I just don't know from what to what. Let me get rid of these 3D buildings for a moment. Sure is a complicated looking industry, whatever it is. Let's scroll through this whole well, not the whole industrial thing because it's all those old buildings. Just want to see what's in here again. These old ladders, these are definitely from like Trainz 2012. I almost specifically remember a lot of them coming out. I like this sort of stuff too. I've definitely made use of that. Some of these angled pipes are kind of cool too. Something like this could work somewhere, maybe. What is this, like stacks of pipes? No. I already put that down, right? That's over there. Wait, maybe not. Guess I didn't use this thing. Oh, I put it over there. So maybe this is an option for something. Let's see what else we got. Those things. More tower looking things. Place that already. These are like old sheds and walkways. Yeah, all these, it's crazy. All these are still on Turbo Squid. So I was like, oh, let me just buy some new tanks and stuff like that. It's all the same ones we already got. What's that? Oh, industrial vent. Garage doors, buildings. Okay, so maybe we can just try to work this thing in here somehow. Let's turn this way. It's a square. So I wonder if we can have like maybe 2 of these. What if 44 is the rotation? I just don't want it to look too tame, I guess, like too gridded or, you know, like too squared up. I mean, this is looking okay. It's not, could use some more chaos, but I think we'll get there. This looked kind of cool the way that it was a second ago. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. So can we have this connected to something somehow? All right, so maybe not that. Maybe we could even just... Could we do something like this? Does that even make sense? That probably doesn't make any sense either. Maybe this one. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I love the rotation on that. Maybe 224.0. Wow, I just noticed the walkway on this thing. What is this? Oh my god. I might have to swap that. I might have to swap that out. Yeah, I can't live with that. That's just terrible. Let's, I guess, use these. 1, 2, 3. You guys can't hear the music? I can turn it up a little bit. How's that? I don't know if I want to go this way. Went to 40. Let's just see how this looks. I kind of liked the different size tanks, but I just can't use that. I just can't use that. It just doesn't look right. I don't have the means to really cover it up very well. Oh, so you guys are not, you don't hear any of the music? Here, wait. How about now? Well, obviously now it's fading out to the next song. Man, here I am thinking I was playing music the whole time. You guys didn't hear any of it? See, this is why I can't stream on Twitch also, because I can't even manage getting this right. I always mess up something. Especially when it comes to audio. I got this set up and I don't know. Maybe I just went with too advanced of a setup, and then once I got it set up, I pretty much just forgot what, you know, how it was set up. Can this work like this? Because there's a button on this soundboard that I have, this EQ, and when I push it, sometimes it'll send out the music through, like normally sometimes, and then if I unpress it, then it only goes to my headphones, but it might come through like the audio channel on the mic. I don't know, it's really strange. I need to like trace out the workflow at some point or whatever it is, the signal flow. Oh, so it was on. Now hold on, let me press this button. Now tell me if you still hear it after that. But I think when I press the button, it says 2 monitors and then 2 stereo. So like at one point it just goes to my headphones and then back out. I don't know. I have no idea how this works. I really have no idea. I got it set up to work and then I forgot exactly how I had it set up. So, and pretty much every time I run it, I need to try to relearn it. I don't like how these look. This doesn't seem quite right. Neither does that. It's 224. Okay, okay, so you hear it. So weird. 46. Two 4.0 and 46. Great. So that seems like a little bit better of a lineup there. Probably not perfect, but whatever. I will live with it. I do like this pipe coming out of the side here. So I'm gonna try to keep that. All right, so maybe this pipeline runs into here. Maybe we could put, you know what? We could put a building here too. And I might have a building of my own that I can use. Maybe. I can't remember if I put it in the game yet or not. Is it this one? That's the same one I think I used over here, right? Yeah. I thought I had like a small, I might not have put it in the game yet, like a small little warehousey kind of deal. No. That's the post office. Guard tower. I might be thinking of this one. I have another thing like this little warehouse that's like a substation, I think. And I hate having my chair on a carpet. I've got one of those like plastic carpet things down to keep the, you know, the chair from damaging my carpet. But like I put dents in it when I'm sitting here for a long time, and then like I'm like stuck in this position. Drives me nuts. All right, yeah, I mean, that's getting someplace. Let me look. I've got a whole bunch of buildings kind of like tossed all over the place here. Let's see if I can find something small. I guess most of them are JR buildings. I see like a little something, yeah, something like this guy. Small shop. Because what I'm thinking is we just do something like this. Pipes go like into the building. What I would want to do is face it this way so that, you know, it would be something, I don't know, something like that. But that ain't gonna work because you're gonna see the other side. You're gonna see that there's like a front door and a garage and everything. So maybe we can't use that. Maybe there's something else. Fuel pad. I swear, sometimes I end up with JR. Oh, there's a bunch of tanks here. I end up with JR content that I didn't, like, I don't know where it came from. I don't remember downloading it. What's this little guy? Oh, this might be Signal Shack, so maybe we can... Maybe we can just sort of sneak it somehow into something. I don't know. Kind of grasping at straws here. Not gonna lie, we'll keep that there. these aren't gonna work. If I did one word. Nope. That's just the most time-consuming part of this game, is trying to find all these stupid assets that may or may not work. Are my assets compatible with Trainz Sim 12? I have no idea. I haven't tested them with Trainz Sim 12. I port them into Trainz 20 or into Tane, and they work in 19. But I honestly have no idea what I'm doing when it comes down to it, so I'm kind of just like doing the most base level thing to get them into the game. Like, they don't have load on them or anything like that. They're, you know, probably not very efficient. But I don't know. They work for me. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to properly 3D model and I can add load to them, or I can just would prefer to just pay somebody to do it for me. Dave Snow's little sheds. Definitely need some more pipes. I just don't know how to integrate it all. Let me go to Street View here and just see if I can get a better look at what this place looks like. I really don't know. I'm at a loss for what else we could put into this area. Maybe we should... Let's just do this, because I know down here... There's a spot where the trucks come out, so let's just add that in. Because I think there's a fence, so maybe if we kind of begin to work like our parameter in there, might make more sense. 6 foot. Like I said, I still have to finish off this intersection in stiff, but let's see what we can do here. And I don't know what's up with this like random spur track either, because if you look at Google, it's just sort of like in the pavement, like it's not connected to anything, so it might just be like an abandoned section of track, and we might model it just as such. No, there's not going to be any more build challenge series, unfortunately. It just takes up too much time, and basically at this point, every build is just a new challenge anyway, so I can't waste my time with that. That was just a fun series that I thought would be good when I was really just getting started with doing YouTube. Before I realized how absolutely time-consuming it could be to be making these videos, because it's just way more time-consuming than I ever imagined. So let's put another... What I want to do is let's put another 1 or 2 of these guys over here, but what we'll do is we'll bury it so that it looks like a different height. the rotation on this one over here? Because I think it's the same. 43.3. Come on, 0.3. There we go. Which doesn't quite look square to me, but that's okay. So maybe we can drop this down to something like, I don't know what's gonna look reasonable here. So we're gonna have like half buried stairs, but I think that might be all right. I might be able to just live with that. Can't waste my time with build challenges. Yeah, I mean, they were fun while I did it. I mean, the whole idea of that series was to see what I could come up with in a short amount of time, what I could complete, but you can't complete anything in a short amount of time in this game, so I just gave up on that. Too close to the sidewalk. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. I was just trying to use that to square it up. Maybe we can throw another one of these bad boys somewhere over here. So let's think about this for a second. Also, we got like our little makeshift roadway here. Let's think about where the flow of traffic is gonna go and delete that. So maybe your trucks would come down through here. Let's shorten this up. I gotta think about like one of the other things that I did like on my paper mill in the on the P&B is I had a lot of like walkways and sidewalks and stuff like that. So that might be something worth working into this too. But I don't really see any sign of any of that in here. It's just a lot of pipes and tanks and miscellaneous nonsense like that. But let's try to work in, I guess, a little bit of detail. Yeah, I'm thinking like this spur here is kind of just like an unused thing. And there looks like there's like a little parking, not parking area, but like a storage area. So maybe we can kind of integrate that really quick too. That'll kind of help fill in this area a bit. And then some of these tracks, I don't really know, you know, like, are they ballasted and on top of this pavement like this? Because that's kind of what it looks like on Google. Or are they, I mean, I could see ties, but it looks like they're right on the asphalt. I need to, I guess, ascertain whether or not I need to convert these into the rail-only ones or keep, you know, keep the ties there. I don't know. My voice is ahead of my video. That's sort of strange. I don't know how that could be possible. See, this kind of ends over here, I think. And what I see on Google is that there's another, like a fence. The fence kind of goes down this way. See, that's a problem with doing live streams and stuff. There's so many different things that could go wrong, and I don't have any way of hearing or seeing exactly what you guys are hearing and seeing. Let's just connect that up. Oh, they must be Hear the leaf blower outside now. They must be cleaning up, finishing up finally. Be nice for them to get out of here. Audio is synced up. All right, so just like the game, everybody's experience is a little bit different. So it actually looks like in this little lot, you can't see it on this one, but there's a couple trailers and stuff and a little bit of parking. So I want to add that. Oh, come on. Don't give me this. Gotta love how it feels like it needs to display that message. It's like, all right, I get it. Straighten that out so we can get like a nice little curve. Do this. Fabulous. Let me grab these. I had to turn my draw distance down because for some reason when I try to stream anymore, the everything just struggles. I don't know why. I've got a really good computer, but for some reason it will struggle occasionally. So it looks like there's like 2 of these trailers in here. This is just kind of helping me figure out how I'm gonna make all this work. Can you guys hear that leaf blower out there? I hope it's not too overpowering. It's very loud in my headphones. He's like right outside my window. I'm on the 3rd floor, but he's definitely right there. And we'll throw down some different ground textures and stiff too. That's it for my coffee. Sad face. Sad, sad, sad. All right, let me see here. That way. I kind of want this to go this way. So I'm just gonna start with this texture. Integrate this a bit. Add some cracked stiff on the edges because that always looks real good. There's 180 houses in that pack that I just bought. Is that what you're telling me, Chance? You don't have to do all 180 of those. I didn't realize there was that many. So I bought for my next, for the August Patreon pack, I bought a pack of houses, like suburban houses, because I'm sick and tired of the houses that we have in this game that are just terribly old. And I guess I'm having Chance do it for me because I just don't know what I'm doing, and I thought that they might need LOD on them since they're background houses, and I don't know how to do that, so I was having him take care of that for me. But apparently there's 180 of them, so if you want to get some new houses, jump into the Patreon tier project manager next at the beginning of August. Oh, what am I doing here? Jeez. All right, sure. I don't know how great that is, but Are these PBR textures? They say that they're PBR textures, but they certainly don't look like it to me. But they're all labeled as PBR textures, and I don't know, like everything else in this game, it's labeled one way and really doesn't mean anything. Alright, so we can put a couple cars and some trailers and that kind of crap in here too. Well, there's 30 houses and each one has 3 variants, and then there's a mirrored version, so there's 6 per house. Wow. Alright, so 180 houses. So, and that pack cost me a lot of money, so if you want to, you know, help support and you want some new houses, that would be that's the place to do it. That pack cost me, so that's like $1 a house actually, because I think the pack was $180. So I spent $180 on 180 houses. Go figure. All right, what am I doing here? We needed to add... Well, I wonder if I can... Can I squeeze this in? This is probably not going to work. Because texturing in 2019 is absolute trash. Can we do it? Can we squeeze in a little patch of scenery here? Kind of, maybe. This might work. God, I hate this game. Why is this so bad? Yeah, and this is a 5-meter grid too. And this is what our textures are, just gigantic polygons anymore. Great. Anyway, let's just put we got a little shrub here, so we'll put a couple shrubs. That might be too big. Actually, we can just sink this one into the earth a little bit. Let's grab a palm tree. Again, just kind of guessing at whatever kind of palm trees grow out there, because I don't have a clue. Can I squeeze another one of these in here? Or is there a smaller one? Wait, I've got some other good ones. I think. Is that what I just used? I thought I had some really good low-lying, like a small group. Let's see what this looks like. This might just be too big still. Or it might just work. Yes. All right. Well, I can live with that. Hi, Andrew. What's up, buddy? Oh, my buddy Andrew's here. Oh, God. Alright, let's save this really quick. Alright, let's see. Done with the coffee. Maybe I should drink some water. Moose. Who's Moose? I don't know who that is. I mean, getting photos of the real deal, I don't know how much it's really going to help me if I can't find the right assets to put in there. So, I mean, it could be beneficial or it might just be a waste of time. I don't know. So let's see. There should be a gate on this still. I don't know. I think there's a mesh gate, right? This isn't really gonna work. I don't like the way I don't like doing that. Whatever. All right, I gotta change the music. This is getting a little too weird for me. What is this? No, can I go back to genres? Let's see, genres. Let's see what. Oh man, I don't know. Let's see what the rock. Let's see what alternative rock has. It's gonna be a lot of stuff with lyrics. Just have to keep skipping stuff. It's alright. Sliding gate? Or side, what is it, siding gate? Oh yeah, one of these guys. Yeah, we can, let's see if we can squeeze this sucker in there. Why not? Is there one that's more, it's got a big barbed wire thing on it. This one seems to be pretty generic. Let's see if we can line it up. Why does that track look way different? Let's see if it'll change properly. That looks like broad gauge track or something. How am I gonna line that up? I guess let's just connect the track and see what happens. Wait, that's not the track tab. Will it change? Oh, look at that. It's magic. So which... Gotta straighten that piece. Oh, look at that. Managed to just line it up perfectly. Awesome. Alright, so... I guess it would make sense in our case to... find the end of this fence and connect it appropriately. Sure, we'll do that. And then, I don't know, do we need a fence? Maybe it doesn't run the whole length of this thing, it just goes down a little ways. Oh, I didn't even show you guys what I did on the other side. I'll show you in a second. I did one of these, which is just kind of absurd. I guess clipped the Jersey barrier with the fence, so you kind of get like a little combo of both. Works, looks cool. It's kind of like what I see there in the street view, so why not? Oh, Andrew, you got your fishing license. Sweet. Maybe we can go out next week and do some fishing. Got to shake up my routine a little bit. I'm really starting to get stir crazy, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's see. Maybe we can just bring this all the way down. As I kind of pass behind this thing. Okay, cool. It's a Jersey barrier. I haven't lived in Jersey long enough to pick up on the Jersey accent. Can we do anything with these tanks? I don't know. What could we do? Can we put a couple of these guys here? I don't know. this thing. Integrate this somehow. Sure, whatever. Joyzy. Let's take this sucker out of here. Get this out of my way. Alright, that's beginning to come together. Skip! Next. Alright. Did I save recently? I don't remember. Let's just save again. How long have I been streaming for? What are we looking at here? Hour and a half? Okay, what time is it? 4 o'clock? I gotta do my Patreon hangout tonight, so I want to make sure that I don't totally exhaust myself on this. Let's try to work on this other little tank area, because maybe there's some way we can kind of make them work together. So it kind of looks like, give me the Jersey barrier. Is there a road there? I can't stand all these like little random roadways that are all over the place. I think there is a road. So I want to make sure that I leave enough space. Let's just go right down. Let's just trace this out like exactly just to start. Because I have a feeling that we're gonna be making some modifications anyway. Let me just see what the shape of this is. Oh, there's so much stuff everywhere. Move all these things. All right, so let's also just paint over this grid because it's really irritating to look at. Or maybe we can run some pipes between these two areas. I don't know, man. We're gonna figure it out though. Oh, let me do the Discord invite really quick before I forget. So don't forget, in order to be able to participate fully, you need to participate to begin with. Make sure you read the rules too. I'm gonna put this in here. This is gonna expire after 1 hour, and yeah, generate new link, copy. Okay, link copy. Okay, Discord link incoming. There you go, have fun. We do have a big Discord screenshot competition about to kick off very soon also, but that's not being organized by myself, it's being organized by Jaden, Boeing fan. So if you're interested in participating in that, you can take a look at the rules under, I think it's Screenshot Olympics or something like that. So yeah, check that out. We're gonna have some prizes, 3 prizes for the top 3 people. It'll be Approach Medium t-shirt, will be 3rd place. 2nd place will be $15 gift card to K&L Trainz. And 1st place will be a $30 gift card to either Amazon or Steam, I think are the 2 that we're doing. So I just want to do something here quick. So that's our first like big competition, I guess. So Jaden, if you have any questions about it, just ask Jaden on there, because I don't know all the details. He's organizing it. I just organized the prizes. Hold on. By the way, forgot to mention, AM t-shirts are in. So those I will probably be giving out a few, and well, for now, and hopefully we'll be able to sell them off of my website very soon. So just stay tuned for that. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you let me know so I know how many to order. But I'll put up a little poll so I have an idea of what I need to order. Oh, speak of the devil, Boeing fan is here to answer all of your your Olympic questions. Screenshot Olympic questions. All right, so we were trying to do this whole thingamajig here. Actually, why am I doing that? I'm gonna keep this lined up. I can just trim it. Like that. No, what I slipped up saying was grip Olympics, because it's just from working in the film world for so long. The grip Olympics. You don't have to worry about it. All right. Yeah, this thing is like full of pipes and all kinds of nonsense also, and there actually is a big retaining wall in between. So maybe I could just use this one. Cool. All right, this whole playlist is kind of too weird for me. What else we got? Let's see what this is all about. Probably not gonna like this, but yeah, I don't like this. Sorry, music helps me kind of gets me in the building mood. But it's hard to find stuff that's like, maybe we'll just leave this on. Whatever, I don't care. All right, so let's just sort of use some of the stuff that we've got already. Populate this a little bit. Let's see, we want to grab, maybe we can grab. Anybody knows of any other like good assets for doing this kind of stuff, please feel free to shoot it my way. Piping, industrial kind of stuff. Debev music, I mean, the thing is, like, I don't want to, then I have to like keep switching over to the music and out of the game to, you know, play it. I think I do have a playlist though. Let me see. Where is it? Playlists. All right, here's some of the music that I had for the debev. I don't know if I used it all, but here you go. Obviously, this isn't the intro, but it'll be in there. Of course, this song's got lyrics too, but whatever. I'll live with it for a minute for you guys. The other thing with songs with lyrics is that it probably isn't very good for you guys to hear me because you're hearing two different things talking. But whatever. This is at least a good song though. I think in if I did use this, it would have been the instrumental version, not the one with the lyrics. Are we not level through here either? We are not level. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I mean, that was back when I spent a lot of time like trying to find music for a whole series. Now I just don't care. I used to spend a lot of time searching for music just to fit the theme of a build. But I mean, I'll do that again, but right now I haven't been spending time doing that. Because I don't have any specific builds that I'm working on. The name of this song is I Wish That I Was a Madman by Staffin Carlin. Carlin? E with a thing over the top of it. Alright, I guess all we can really do is just sort of spam some of this other nonsense in here. Just hope that maybe we can make something that looks slightly interesting. WKNS, I definitely did not pick out a playlist for. I honestly just picked out songs that I already had downloaded on my computer. So I wouldn't even know. I don't even know what songs I used. Alright, let's see. See what this looks like. I guess there's pipes going like from here to here. Oh, this is that stupid tank, isn't it? With the crappy walkway. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna use it. Unless I could find something better, but it's big. Fits the footprint that I need. See, the problem is like, there's a lot of structure in these things that's similar to like this big old thing, but shorter. You know, like pipes just going all over. What was the other thing that I did on the P&B? I took something and I kit bashed it somehow. I don't remember what I did exactly. Just like a real tangle of pipes, but we can try to do, you know, like some of the stuff that I did didn't actually make any degree of sense. I kind of just would connect things from one thing to the next. That might be the way to do it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess from track level, that looks kind of neat. Looks busy, you know? Let's see, let's put... I don't know, can we squeeze one of these over here? Maybe we move this up to here. I don't know. Maybe we do this. Let's take some more of this pipe. Actually, this is a good idea. Now I'm getting an idea here. Let's move this tank out the way. What we could do is... something like this. Maybe we can try to line that up with that. I don't know. Nobody's going to be checking to see if these pipes are actually connected, right? Alright, I mean, that's looking a little bit more busy. This is the kind of stuff that I think I need to just do over here and just wing it. Just start laying pipe all over the place. You know, it'll eventually make sense. We've also got... I didn't even see this as like a single pipe. I think there's a lot of like other variants. Sometimes I just tag one of these things and there's, you know, ones above it and below it, which also are decent, you know, like that's not bad. Might be able to do something with that. I do like these multicolor ones here too. I wonder how I can make use of that. Do they have any supports though? They do. Can I raise them? Is the next question. I can. So that opens up some possibility here. I like the color because it just is different. So how could I maybe do something with that? Maybe we can put a couple of these tanks. Not that many. Maybe just 3. .6. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good song. This is why I like Epidemic Sound, because they have like real music. Like these are like real artists. But I do pay for this every month. What? Andrew, if you're still watching this, I just got your text. I don't even know what to say to that, buddy. Wow. So I don't know, what I'm thinking is, can I do something like this? I have no idea. Just for a little context, guys, Andrew and I worked together at the company that fired us all in March, and the owner is completely out of his mind, and he's just sending these emails that just don't make any sense to anybody. And Andrew just texted me one of those emails that's just blows my mind. Gives me a tinge of anxiety too. Throw some textures down. $25 from Stop. Thank you so much, buddy. Much appreciated. You're like one of my top tier patrons too, aren't you, my buddy? Appreciate the support, really do. Oh man, I hope I don't have to go back to that job ever. All right, I don't hate this as a start. Let's go ahead and save it before I lose everything. Alright, let's, $30 from 44 Willies. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. 44 Willies, always there to help. Oh, man. So, I think this is looking pretty good. It's coming together. I think there's probably some kind of parking situation over here. I know that this is like an abandoned track, so I'm gonna swap that out quick with this. Yeah, no rush, Chance. Anytime. I'm not in a rush for it, so take your time. So always wants to grab the UTM tile. It's not even worth bothering. So let's see. We want to just do this in the selected area, which is going to be right there. As long as you get the spline point, you're good. I'm gonna replace it. But now the thing is, the only thing I don't like about this R-Track stuff is that it floats. It looks really great, but you gotta lower it. Let's see if we can find the right height. Yeah, I think that might work. Nose is so itchy. It's just like the tip of my nose. Yeah, I think this is like another, if you look on Google Earth, there's like some weird abandoned sections of track. It seems like they kind of rebuilt a lot of this terminal at some point, and I'm kind of curious if they were in the process of rebuilding it when Google flew over and took their satellite screenshots satellite photographs, because some of the areas almost seem like they blend a little bit, like there's a little bit of both happening. So, I don't know. Oh, my hand's cramping up. So yeah, it looks like there's some truck parking over here. And there was another sort of side road over here. So this is another one of those like weird things that I have to work out before I can start placing those details. I was also really struggling with how to connect like this section of road up too, because it's sort of just turns into like a free-for-all, at least it looks like it, right in this area. Let's see, what else can we do? I'm definitely gonna have to sit and think on what else I can add into this area to dress it up a little bit more, because I'm kind of like running out of ideas on that. But what is down this way? Let's see. Looking on Google Earth. Where am I? I'm like totally lost right now. Just trying to think about like what I could fill this section in with, because there's like a small parking area which I put down, but I can't figure out what these other buildings are that are over here. More trash. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely add more trash, but I'm not to that point yet of detailing. That happens later. The garbage. What we could do... I'm like looking at this gap in between the tracks here. Maybe we could try to make some sense out of that a little bit. Allegheny Protections, 99 cents. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. So yeah, this whole section right here actually looks like it might be embedded track. So what we can do is just see. We're gonna do, I hate to say it, we're gonna do a little bit of road work now because I kind of have to. Kind of just need to. Let's see, single solid. Is this offset or no? No. So we'll do, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this because I'm gonna wrap up the stream in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So this will just be like the tail end of it. Because I feel my voice starting to go, and like I said, I gotta do my Patreon hangout later, and I don't want to jip anybody. I'm trying to figure out like where these roads go exactly. Maybe an office. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to look at Google Earth, and it looks like there's some kind of like industry sort of thing over there. So just I'm gonna focus on what I can at the moment, and that's gonna be a little bit of like isolating the roadway. But I mean, that's making up like the bulk of this build. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I've kind of refined my, I guess, my road building techniques a little bit, like in terms of like making, that's a bad example, but in terms of like making an intersection like this one, how I line everything up and keep it so that it flows somewhat realistically, I guess. Still trying to work up exactly how I want to do that, but so far that's been probably one of the more enjoyable things that I've done in this build for some strange reason. But you know, if you if you look at like some of these like city skylines guys too, they spend a lot of time on road markings also. So maybe it's just a thing that like people who like to play these city games sort of all have in common, some kind of like a trait that we all, I don't know, that we all share, that we're all equally crazy. Let's figure out where this point is going to connect. Where do you connect? And I got to embed these in the road, methinks, at least some of them. Let's just leave that there. Let's... It kind of looks to me... I'm going to call these two lefternmost tracks here the main track. Because on Google I can see the ties, and all these other tracks I do not see any ties. So they look like they're embedded, which I think is going to look... I think that's probably going to look good. And what I'm going to end up doing is adjusting the height. Instead of changing the height of the track to be the top of the road, or the top of the terrain, I'm going to bring the terrain up underneath the track. But how far down does it go like that? Right into this yard throat. It seems to be all embedded track. So let's try to do that quick. Do this. Grab our street run. We want to just do it selected area. Just want to be super... I hate that it closes this window. Just want to be super selective about where we put this. I want to say it's all this track is going to be embedded. I just don't want to hit that first track there. No! I just want this one. Well, let me just get the one. Come on! Might have to do that one manually. Alright, we'll leave that one for now. It's taking too much time. And then I honestly don't even know how far down to go with this. Let's see. Google Earth, hello. There you go, there's your song. Song you've all been waiting for. Okie doke, let's see. What height difference is this gonna be? We gotta bring all this up. .3? Is that too high? It seems to be right. I just don't want to adjust the height of the track. I'd rather bring the terrain up just because I don't want to have the track like... I don't want to have like a weird grade somewhere that's not really necessary. I guess I could have equally kept the track that was there, right? And then just buried it like this. Maybe that would have made more sense because this is all like cracked. That's all right. We can come back and change that. If only you guys knew how many times I've heard this song. Alright. This might just have to be good enough. Come on, texturing. This is so slow. I think that's it for that playlist. Yep. Let me... How do I go back to my playlists? Let's see here. Here's This is Dayton and Troy. Yeah, I'll be wrapping this up in a moment. Kind of feeling like I'm getting to a good stopping point. There's still a lot of this I need to work out. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm like really not sure about this track. Kind of wondering if I should have just left it. Maybe I'll just revert it back. It's all right. I could do that. Figure that out later. I don't even know if I used this song in the video at all. I don't think I did. The name of this song is On the Red Carpet by Golden Age Radio. So I actually don't think we need that at all. That was just there as like a marker. So we can remove that. In Google, it looks like there's a lot of like parked trucks and a like sort of in there. Maybe we can stretch some last few pipes or something like that through here. Give me these like cool colorful ones. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we could just do something like this. And I'll figure out later like what to connect that to even or how to make that make sense. Sometimes I just place these things down as like a placeholder for, you know, just temporary thing. So I can kind of get an idea what it looks like and then I'll figure out how to connect it to whatever else later. What's the... Hold on. There it is. All right, after this song, then that's... I'm calling it quits for the day. I know you guys are waiting for this one. I will admit, this was a great song. Yeah, this map is just spaghetti, it feels like sometimes. I think it's going to start coming together once I start placing down the containers and whatever else. Once this place really gets filled up. That's not gonna work here. All right, that's gonna do it for today's stream, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with some more streams hopefully next week. P&B on Friday. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the rest of the week. I will see you guys soon.